latest episode of that SEC podcast. I'm your host, Michael Breton. Go by SEC Mike on the Twitters. And there he is, everybody's favorite cousin Shane. What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Hey, maybe you can help me out, Shane, and the cousins as well.
Yeah.
Let me know about the volume. I did, not to brag or anything, I just did Feinbaum, and they were like, whoa, you're way too loud. Turn it down. So I'm going up, I'm going down. I know I've been yelling, but
Sounds good. Sounds good for me.
Okay, good. And I hope, shout out JD, I appreciate you watched the Feinbaum. I hope no one else did, because basically what it was, Shane, he just made me do all the predictions for this weekend. So so they're out there, but hey, I hope no one saw it. But hey, we're going to do it for real. Maybe I was just lying on Feinbaum. You know what? Because I'm here. I'm ready for this big weekend. And, buddy, we got us one hell of a slate. You know what?
We do, Mike. And, you know, it's funny because sometimes I could just put my picks in and be like, you know what? Nailed it. But then sometimes you're putting your picks in and you're like, well, what about this? What if this happens? And that's what I did on, oh man, Mike, I no joke, probably 6 of these games, the 6 marquee games, I am very uncertain about, but you know, I've been on a little bit of a heater, so I'm feeling pretty confident the longer I go here.
Yeah, and just an update. Here's where we stand with the picks, Shane.
Yes.
This was last week, so Shane and I doing great, dead last, 44 correct games. Steven Lassen, the assassin, he's got 45, and the cousins spanking us. Shane, cousin Ben got 9. Last week he's on a heater. We will reveal this week cousin Benny, celebrity cousin predictions. He's already got them in. I got a graphic. We'll reveal that at the end, but buddy, he better keep his streak going. Otherwise, we're going to catch up to the cousins. You know what?
That, or can I get Benny's picks before I turn mine in?
Well, that's true. Maybe that is cheating because I've seen them. I saw them before I made my picks, but I swear I didn't let that influence me.
Well, I hope Benny takes them back a step or two because we need to make up some room here, Mike.
We do. And hey, if you want to make room in your wallet, Shane.
Ooh, nice segue.
Go check them out. MyBookie, presenting sponsor of the show. MyBookie.ag is the website. Put in that promo code SEC if you want to put in an initial deposit, and that'll get you a guaranteed wager, Shane, all the way up to as much as $500 today over at MyBookie. And what does that promo code SEC get you? It'll get you your first wager fully guaranteed. And that means, let's say you put in $100, Shane. You hit on that 100, boom, you win. You can take your money out and see your ass later. But if you get it wrong, MyBookie's going to give you $100 right back into your account so you can stay on playing, stay fading our picks. You can't beat that.
You can't beat it, Mike. I tell you what, it's a win-win situation.
Kind of like drinking Tennessee Legend. Come on. You can't go wrong with those Tennessee Legend, can you?
You can't, man. I'm looking forward to it, brother. Saturday can't get here soon enough, Mike. It is dragging. And I'm looking at these bottles. I'm like, I can't open you yet. But Saturday, you and me are going on a date. That's what I'm looking forward to. And if you haven't been to one of the Tennessee Legend Distillery locations, what are you doing with your life, Mike? Get over there and tell them the cousin sent you. Not only are you going to get a discount, but you will get a bonus gift. And by gosh, if you can't get to Tennessee, well, then have it sent to you. Go to your package store, have it sent, and be sure to take a picture because we're always trying to highlight a Tennessee legend. And hopefully next week we'll have one from another state.
Ooh, how about that little teaser from the Shanester? We appreciate you. We also appreciate cousin Spencer, Shane. Spencer.
Hell yeah.
Gifted a membership to Brian Lindsay. Brian,
welcome to the family.
And then we got another one, Shane, from Junior. He ain't a There's no one better. I don't know why they call him Junior. They should call him Senior. You know what I'm saying? There's no one better than old Junior. Yeah, I finally figured it out. Shout out Colin Moore Magic. You have been gifted. Welcome
to the family.
Courtesy of Junior.
Big Junior. I like it.
Okay.
Come on. A chip off the old block. Your dad sounds like a good guy.
He does. You know who else is a good guy?
Who's that?
Final one, I swear. PrizePicks, come on, daily fantasy sports. Maybe you don't want to wager on the games.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd rather do daily fantasy. They got you covered over at PrizePicks. Go over there, PrizePicks. Same promo code, SEC. You play 5, you get 50 over at PrizePicks. It's very, very, very simple. They have player projections for how many passing yards, touchdowns, things of that nature that you're going to get, and you just got to select more than or less than. And the more you can do as many as I think 8. Let's say you get all 8. Boo! You could probably upscale your house. You know what I mean? Is that good of a deal over there at PrizePicks? So, are you ready, buddy, for my PrizePicks?
Yes.
I don't know if you are. Because the first one, Shane, you ain't going to like it, which means it's going to hit. Give me Blake Shapen, Mississippi State quarterback.
Over 5 interceptions.
No, sir. Oh. Passing yardage, 256.5. Give me the more than against Tennessee, Shane. Tennessee, mightiest team in the land? Perhaps, but sure as hell ain't the mightiest pass defense. Give me Blake Shapen. And again, I'll kiss your ass here a little bit. Maybe Tennessee's whooping them so bad, Mississippi State's forced to throw the ball to get back in the game. Oh. So I like Blake Shapen to get to 257 passing yards or perhaps more.
I'm back in, Mike. I'm back in.
Okay, sticking to the state of Mississippi, Shane.
Yeah.
We don't even know who the damn quarterback's going to be, right?
Uh-huh.
But apparently it's going to be Trinidad. I mean, that's the report, so I'm going Trinidad.
Yes.
But here's the catch, Shane. Give me that less than 260.5 passing yards against mighty LSU. They do have a defense over here.
Yeah.
Trinidad, he's a good player, right? He's thrown for over 300 yards in his 2 starts. No shot in hell he's doing that against LSU. He might run wild, but he ain't throwing wild. And hell, for all we know, it's Austin Simmons. Maybe they rotate him. Mm-hmm. And hell, that's even better, Shane, because if they play 2 quarterbacks, there's no shot in hell Trinidad's getting over 260 passing against LSU. So give me the less than with old Trinidad passing.
So it's 260?
And a half.
Oh, yeah. Give me less than. I like that.
Yeah, come on. All right.
Mike's on fire.
Now I'm going to butter you up again, Shane.
Okay.
Give me Star Thomas. People haven't figured out what a good running back is. Tennessee running back is 45.5 rushing.
What?
Give me the more than, because again, Josh Heupel, Tennessee, yes, they are high flying passing attack, but really the bread and butter is the running game. Mm-hmm. So give me Star Thomas to get at least 46 rushing yards against Mississippi State. I know you like that one.
Yeah, I've been waiting for him to get more Star involved, so maybe this is the week, Mike.
All right, and then how about Jackson Arnold? I know, hey, only 5 passing touchdowns, right?
Yeah.
He's getting one against A&M. Come on. It's half a passing touchdown.
What?
All we need for Jackson Arnold. Again, we know he's not the most elite passer, but all you need is one big play to Cam Coleman.
Yeah.
All you need is A&M to fall asleep for just one play, and Jackson Arnold is going to get you for 1 passing touchdown. That feels like a gimme.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Give it to me, baby.
Unless the refs screw him. A final one here, Shane. Dylan Bell.
Yeah.
Georgia receiver. I think it's time for a breakout performance from him against Alabama. So many weapons in this matchup.
Yep.
9.5 receiving yards.
Jeez. Is he hurt?
Well, that's the thing. He has been. He's only got 21 on the year, but he had 23 against Tennessee. So I think he's finding his groove there. And all you need is 10 receiving yards from Dylan Bell. I know he's not the number 1, but I'm pretty confident he can get to 10. I think all the attention on Branch.
Yeah.
Give me Dylan Bell. Just give me 1 catch for 10 yards. You're a winner over at PrizePicks.
And then he could sit on the bench,
Yeah, please don't go back in and lose you 2 yards. You know what?
Reverse wide receiver screen or something. Yeah.
All right, so it sounds like you're on board with PrizePicks.
Yeah, you nailed it. You nailed it, Mike.
Okay.
I can't argue with those. Now, your regular picks, I'll fight with you. But the PrizePicks, you've proved that you're pretty damn good at those.
Hell yeah, brother. All right. Hey, back again, Shane.
Yes.
This man just had a child. He just moved into a new house. So no worries. He missed last week, right?
Yes.
James Bryant, meteorologist. Go check him out on Facebook. He's got over 100,000 followers on the Facebook. Shane, he's got a ton on Twitter too at KATV James. Go check him out. He's going to give us the forecast. And remember, Shane, he's 2-0 on predicting games. He's got a big prediction here at the end. So I asked him, I was like, buddy, you're on fire. Just give us a pick every week, Cousin James. Here's Cousin James with a Week 5 weather report and a pick. You're going to want to stay locked in here at the end.
All right, it is Week 5 of the college football season. I'm happy to say that we are home with our baby girl. A 12-day hospital stay is behind us. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to actually see some football in person. This is the one game I'm going to get to attend this fall, and that's where we'll start this week's SEC football weather forecast. Fayetteville, Arkansas. So many of the games this weekend have great weather. I mean, it is really going to be nice for most of the conference and most of the games. Get out there and enjoy it. It's late September, not quite feeling like summer anymore, but still warm enough where you can wear shorts and really enjoy yourself. That game in Fayetteville is going to have a kickoff temperature in the mid-70s. The high temperature by the end of the game is 81 rather, and it will be mostly sunny. As you head, the other early game is going to be Utah State at Vandy. That's 12:45 p.m. local. And that is in Nashville. High temperature will be 84 with a light north wind. All right, let's move to the mid-afternoon slate. There are some huge matchups in this window. I hope you got the quad box ready if you're going to be watching the games. Let's start in Oxford for LSU at Ole Miss. 2:30 local time, Central Time. 82 and sunny will be the temperature. The wind will be light. Just down the road in Starkville, Tennessee goes to Mississippi State, and the forecast is essentially the same. A north wind at 5 miles per hour. The temperature will be 83 degrees. Down the road just a bit, 2:30 Central Time, it will be Auburn at Texas A&M in College Station. It will be a little bit warmer here. The high is 88, and it will be mostly sunny. By the end of the game, that temperature might come down just a little bit. And now to the night kickoffs. We have UMass at Missouri. That game is at 6:30 local time. It will be 80 at kickoff. 60s will be in the air by the time we get to the end of that game, and it will be mostly clear. And now to the other games on the other side of the conference. These are some big ones. Alabama at Georgia. This one has a small chance of thunderstorms. It will be 74 at kickoff. Temperatures will fall into the upper 60s at the end of the game. It looks like any rain that will be in the area will be moving away. So that is a good sign. I don't think it's going to be much of an issue. It may be a little bit more of an issue for the game to the east in Columbia, South Carolina, Kentucky at South Carolina. That's 7:45 Eastern. There's a 40% chance of scattered thunderstorms. I especially think the chance is better during the day. It starts to drop during the evening, so hopefully no issues during the game. It'll be 73 at kickoff for that game with upper 60s by the end of the game. All right, my pick of the week this week, I'm picking Georgia to take revenge on Alabama from that game in 2008. I think it was the same weekend, the last weekend of September. Alabama went in there and killed them. We all remember it. I think this year, Georgia gets the regular season matchup win against Alabama. Let's have another great weekend. Lots of great weather. Everybody enjoy yourself.
Ooh, Cousin James, liking them dogs, Shane.
Oh, James. I'm still going to need that doctor's note. But seriously, I appreciate everything he's done, man. And they have gone through a whole lot here the last couple of weeks. So I appreciate you, cuz. And I don't want to give away my pick, but it is very interesting. Very interesting.
Well, you know who I know likes that prediction, Shane?
Cousin JR.
Legend.
The legend.
Cousin JR has done it again.
Shout out JR. He's back, Shane, and he's gifted to Carson. Man, oh my God. Can you see that on my screen?
What is that?
Whoa. I didn't do this on purpose. There was a spider that just descended from it literally went right in front of the camera. But shout out Carson, man. Welcome
to the family. Halloween is upon us.
Yeah, did anyone else see that, or am I just
saw like
stuff?
a shadow, like a raindrop or something.
The acid's kicking in. Okay, shout out to Dakota. Dakota just gifted a membership, Shane.
Hell yeah,
to
man.
Patrick.
Welcome to the family.
I think I might get a what do they call it? The guy that comes get the bugs.
Orkin guy, Orkin man,
exterminator. I'm going to get with these memberships. I'm going to hire an exterminator.
Brother, I had one here yesterday. So hey, it starts cooling down, man. Especially at night, they're going to look for something warm. So yes, got to be prepared.
Right. You know who's prepared, Shane?
Bruce Wayne, older brother. Austin, come on.
Austin just gifted to Pickle. Shane, no fan of the pickle, but you're welcome to the family.
Hell
Pickle,
yeah.
anytime.
Oh, Be Creepy's friend, huh?
And then Steven up. He says, to hell with the weatherman.
Always showing up.
Oh,
Boys
baby.
in Tuscaloosa. It's Steven up. Roll Tide.
Thank you, Steven up. He gifted 5, Shane. James Bangles girl.
Ooh.
Susie Smith.
Yeah.
Give 'em hell. What a name. ELA and Aaron Neal.
Welcome to the family.
All right, buddy. Are you ready to make some of these predictions here?
Hell yeah. Come on, man. Let's do it.
Tesla says, I'm burying the pickle tonight.
Whoa! Whoa! Damn, we're going. I remember our mailbag, Mike. We got banned there for a day.
Yeah, that's true. We did. All right. How about this one, Shane? We got 2 non-conference games here. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, we got point spreads. None of those FCS garbage ones. We got Mizzou, mighty Mizzou, Shane, hosting UMass. Night game, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central on ESPN. Mizzou favored by 43.5, over under 56.5 total points. Who do you got in the bowl game?
Well, this game was kind of unique last year because if you recall, Mizzou had to go on the road to face these guys. So it's a home and home. And finally they get to see what a real stadium looks like, even though it's still under development. It's still twice as big as theirs. So I expect this one to be an absolute blowout, Mike. This one's not going to be close, and that's what we need. We need to just get some of these guys some rest. We got a bye week right around the corner. Let's take advantage of it. And I feel like that's exactly what Mizzou does. I feel like they jump on them early, and then we get some of these backups in here. Give me Mizzou 49, not a football game. UMass 13. Still a little too many points for me, but I don't think this is ever a ball game.
49-13, huh?
Yeah.
Making sure that bastard's not coming for me. You know, I'm just figuring, like, should I put my feet up or something here?
Like, how big was it? I mean, was it a quarter? I mean, was it?
Yeah, it was about that big. I mean, it looked big enough to be deadly. How about that?
You'll be fine. He's more scared of you than you are of him.
Okay. Well, 49, buddy. I thought you were a Mizzou fan. Come on, buddy.
Is that not enough?
Mizzou. Now, here's the only thing. You hard-fought games, conference games. You know, it's tough to bounce back sometimes from a big matchup in the Southeastern Conference, right? And this is when we get these trap games, right? Mm-hmm. Well, I was called for a trap game. I don't know if you remember, Shane, against old freaking Louisiana after they whooped Kansas ass. I said, man, that was such a great, rivalry and so much in that game. I was like, there's no way Mizzou gets off the map and just covers Louisiana. Boy, was I wrong, Shane. So I'm not making the same mistake twice. Give me Mizzou 56, UMass 3. They get a field goal in the fourth quarter. Otherwise, it'd be a shutout. There's one blown assignment in the secondary that leads to a field goal. I think Mizzou is a special team this year, and I think they're going to show it. Maybe the most balanced team in the conference.
The best news would be to not even talk about this game, right? This should fly under the radar. People should be like, "Oh, Missouri played this weekend." That's the type of game we need this Saturday.
I think I just felt it on my leg. Okay. All right. You know who I... Shout out, cousin Spencer Shane.
Oh, yeah.
I hope he liked that one. I hope he likes spiders. Shout out, cousin Spencer. He gifted Baroomba. What a name. Baroomba.
Welcome to the family. If you had a Roomba, it probably would have sucked that thing up, Just saying.
Yeah.
Get you one of them.
My dog is not a fan of that,
You want spiders or do you want a Roomba that your dog hates?
I swear it's on my leg. Okay, how about this one, Shane? One more snoozer, if you will. Yeah. Vanderbilt hosting Utah State. Commodores favored by 23.5 points. The over-under 58.5. This is an early game, 12:45 9:45 Eastern, 11:45 Central on the SEC Network. Drink you some coffee, watch you some Diego Pavia whooping Utah State. How bad is Diego and the boys going to beat this team?
Well, deep down inside, I kind of hope they don't because we've done some research, Mike. We've done some research. And
Yeah, we did.
Damn, Mike did. And the bet was 4.5. I could have swore it was 6, but it started out 6. It landed at 4.5. So if Vanderbilt wins this game, I have got to start walking 2 miles for every win. And I'm not going to let them pile up because I'll die. So if that happens, I will have to knock out 2 miles next week. And it's going to happen. I mean, it's going to happen. Oh, my gosh. I think there's going to be a moment in this game. I think it won't happen because Utah State is a little bit better than you think. But Vanderbilt does pull out, and I got them winning here. 35, Utah State 17.
I'm so distracted. It is literally hanging in front of the camera now, but at least it's not on my feet.
Why don't you go kill it?
Well, because we're doing a live show here, Shane.
Well, it's better than talking about it for 35 more minutes.
It's probably more entertaining than my face. You know what? But, yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. But I don't know if it's enough. I don't know if that's enough points, Shane. And I feel like every time Diego Pavia has a football, all he's thinking about is I'm going to try to save that man's life and make him walk a couple more miles. You know what? So here's another one where Missouri, a little bit different story, right? They're one of the winningest teams in recent college football. And believe it or not, the last 3 years, they're like top 5 or 6 in wins, right?
Yeah.
Vanderbilt's not there. This is like all new to them. So how do they respond to being a huge favorite? How do they respond to a trip to Alabama upcoming? Where that'll be their season to find, not how they perform up against Utah State. So I say all that to say, trap game? Hell no, Shane. Vanderbilt 45, Utah State 10. We've seen this damn Utah State play an SEC team.
Yeah.
They came out against Texas A&M. If you remember, they scored a touchdown. I said, oh, buddy. I perked up. I don't think they scored again to the fourth quarter. So it'll be something like that in this one, too. So the Doors, they roll, Shane, 45-10.
Linus asks, what's scarier, a spider or walking 2 miles? 2 miles. Absolutely. And I thought Liquid here, the Spider's taking Vandy and the points.
I'm trying to figure out how to get in here.
Hey, that's nature, man. Welcome to the great outdoors, Mike.
Yeah. Well, you know who I hope gets welcome to
who's that?
An ass whooping? Notre Dame. Come on, Shane. Notre Dame coming down to Arkansas. Razorbacks, underdogs. Ooh, Vanderbilt Notre Dame 4.5 point favorite, over under 63.5 total points. What are we doing here? We're screwing Arkansas. 11 a.m. local, noon Eastern, nationally televised on ABC. Shane, can the Hogs pull off the upset?
Yeah, man, this may be the game of the week, Mike. And you want to say Arkansas is going to lose this thing, right? They're on a 2-game losing streak as it is. It's a game that they're underdogs. I just feel like this is teed up for a classic Sam Pittman. I'm going to win and keep my job. However, Notre Dame, I'm trying to figure out if they're real or if they're fake. They look terrible against Miami. They look terrible at times against Texas A&M. I go round and round on this football game, and unfortunately, here's how I see this thing playing out, Mike. I feel like it comes down to a final possession, and if this is a one-score game, there is absolutely no way in hell I'm going to put money on Sam Pittman right now. So my Morristown Honda, let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Notre Dame 31, Arkansas 30.
I killed it, Shane. I don't know
Hell
if you
yeah,
can see.
good job. I thought you said it was a quarter.
Well, they look bigger when they're hanging,
Yeah. Where's his mom and dad at? That's the one.
Oh, shit. Well, hey, what's the chance, though, that old Talon takes over? Because, again, we're 2 plays away, Shane, from being undefeated. I know they're tired of hearing it. But how about this, Shane? Again, this is something I've referenced last week. Arkansas, 15 red zone trips, 16 touchdowns. The problem? Well, hell, they fumbled away the one they didn't score. And had they scored there, they would have won against damn Memphis too. So we got to be flawless on offense for Arkansas. This defense is a damn nightmare. It's a train wreck. And I'm rooting like hell for Sam Pittman and company. And this one, I'm actually doing it for old Razorback Nation, Shane. They're pleading, please, for the love of God, don't ever pick us again. Give me Notre Dame 35, Arkansas 28, and I'll double down, Shane. This is my John Mateer lock of the week. Give me Notre Dame and the points. I hope you see what I'm doing here, but I just have no faith in Arkansas defense. I don't think Notre Dame is like some elite team.
Yeah.
But I think they'll be able to run the ball. They got two really good running backs. We saw that against Notre Dame with Love, and the other guy's name I think is Price.
Yeah.
Their quarterback, C.J. Carr, he's a young player, but he's played Miami. He's played at A&M. Now, maybe that's enough experience to where he could handle this Arkansas defense. Lord, I think you and I can handle this Arkansas defense. So, I think he'll have some success. If we get a stop or two, if we get a turnover or two, if we're Arkansas, we can win this game. I just don't have confidence in them to do it, and I'm picking against them because that's what they are calling for. So congrats on the win, Arkansas.
Well, I look at Notre Dame and I feel like they've played two elite defenses. I shouldn't say elite, but very, very good. And going against Arkansas's defense the way they've been playing here lately, I don't know, man. That Notre Dame quarterback's been playing out of his damn mind. So I'm just worried. But, I mean, we all know what's going to happen. Me and you are both in on Notre Dame. That means Arkansas is winning by 17.
If it's a shootout, do you favor Arkansas because of the offense?
No. I mean, they have shown shootouts they don't do well in. So I feel like you kind of got to do the opposite here. You got to get that running game going, but let Talon win this thing, but don't make him be the only reason why, if that makes sense. This has got to be a balanced attack.
Bert said Mike sacrificed the spider for Hog.
Crowdy said we lost a cousin.
All right, how about this? Speaking of this, man, now we're getting into the action, Shane.
Yeah.
Southeastern Conference action. The best, the only kind of action there really is. Kentucky, Shane, on the road at South Carolina. Gamecocks favored by 5.5 points. Over-unders 46.5 total points. Night game, SEC Network, 7:45, 6:45 Central. Mm-hmm. Who do you like in this Beamer Bowl?
Boy, South Carolina needs a win, don't they? They need it real bad. And I'm not saying that Kentucky doesn't, but I feel like Kentucky has got a handful of games circled on their schedule that are the ones they must get. And this is the one they got teed up right now. A beat up, a battered South Carolina football team. And I mean, say what you want, emotional football coach that do they overlook this football team? Do they kind of have a hangover when they come in here just thinking about, because it just seems like it's been a lot of doom and gloom when I'm listening to these coaches and players talk this weekend. So it takes somebody in that locker room, and Coach Beamer talked about it this week about some of the veterans stepping up. You know, who's the voice of this football team? And Lenore is not a very talkative guy, you know. So who is it that's going to grab these players' attention and say, hey, we got to get back to what we like to do, what we're going to do? And at the end of the day, I feel like they have to get this game. You know, I'm almost willing it to existence. And I'm not saying Kentucky does it. I'm just saying I feel like South Carolina is a more talented football team. Lenore Sellers had his moments last week where we had flashes of greatness, and I feel like that's what we need to build on, and I believe that's what happens. However, if you can't get this running game, which Kentucky is going to focus on, I like Kentucky to win this game. I just feel like they get it back this week. And I've been saying that for the last 4 weeks, but I think week 5 is the one. South Carolina 35, Kentucky 14. I would have locked it, but I've locked South Carolina too many times.
Yeah, Nick Roush is madder than hell. He's punching air right now. You know what?
He's watching basketball highlights right now. He don't even care.
Shay, this blows my mind.
Yeah.
South Carolina's had 8 trips to the red zone this year.
Yes.
8. And we don't think of Kentucky as like some powerhouse, right?
Yeah.
At least not on offense. They've had 14, and they've had a bye. Mm-hmm. Kentucky's had 14 compared to South Carolina's 8. Just for reference, Tennessee's had 24 red zone trips compared to South Carolina's 8. My goodness. And of those 8, Carolina's only scored 3 touchdowns out of 8 trips. I mean, this is dreadful. First of all, they're not getting to the red zone, and then they're not converting it to touchdowns when they get down there. So, man, this is danger zone, buddy. If you would have told me in the preseason, I don't think they had a spread for this game. You know how sometimes they do like best games of the year? They put out early spreads. I would think South Carolina was probably like a, 15-point favorite.
Yeah.
It's all the way down to 5.5. Buddy, this is... I don't believe the Beamer to Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Because South Carolina, I think, is a significantly better job than Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
Beamer may leave if not on Sunday or anything, but if he loses this one, he may be taking it because they may run his ass out of town before long. You know, with Laura Sellers gone, I mean, it's just wild to me how quickly we can go from number 12 in the country, which is like 3 weeks ago, to unranked and a 5-point favorite at home over Kentucky in a night game. So you're right. Everything you said. You better get this one. Here's a wild card, though, Shane. Cutter Boley. I like this guy. He's Kentucky through and through. I thought it was pretty neat. Anybody that missed it during the Eastern Michigan game, they showed pictures of him as a kid in that Kentucky blue up there, soaking it up. I mean, this guy is made to be a Kentucky football product, and all they do up there, Shane, is get transfer quarterbacks. This is the first time they have a high school quarterback manning their team since like 2012.
Yeah.
So I like Cutter. I like him a lot, Shane. I like his running game for Kentucky. I'm tempted to pull the upset here and say Kentucky. You know this. You're right. Kentucky hates South Carolina. They hate them damn sunglasses. This is culture versus whatever the hell it is they say. But now Beamer's over here writing on the wall. To hell with you, Stoop. So I think this is a true toss-up. But again, at the end of the day, is Sellers, is he a first-round pick? Hell, I don't know if he's a draft pick the way he's been playing. But we know he's got that in him. Mm-hmm. What I don't know is if his Cutter, is all the nice things I just said about him, we don't know if he can go on the road in this conference and get us a win. So I got to go Sellers. I got to give confidence to Carolina here to defend the home turf. Maybe if this was a noon game, a little bit different story. But this is the night game. Give me Carolina, 28. Give me Kentucky, 20. So it's close. Closer than it probably should be.
Yeah.
But, whoever makes the fewest mistakes.
And if South Carolina would have won last week, I think we would be singing a different tune this week. It probably would be a 2-score situation. I just like Garrett put Cutter Boley such a good. It's a unique name. I mean, mom and dad coming up with Cutter. I mean, sure, there's some backstory there, but Cutter Boley is classic Friday Night Lights. You got to name the star quarterback. Let's give him Cutter. Yeah,
Captain Cutter.
That's right. Shout out to cousin Kyle Bennett. There's a quarterback name. Kyle, welcome to the family.
Hopefully, you're not a fan of spiders.
He's an orchid man. He's back. He loves it. He approves this message. Also, we give a shout out to another awesome Shane out there. Shane Tax, welcome to the family.
All Shanes are okay in my book.
Oh, come on in. You will fit right in, my friend. I bet he's good looking. I've never met an ugly Shane,
That's true. How about this one, Shane? Tennessee on the road at Mississippi State. Them cowbells will be clanging, brother, as the Vols are a 7.5-point favorite on the road, over under 62.5 total points. 4:15 Eastern, 3:15 Central on the SEC Network. I shouldn't even ask, but who do you like in the ball game?
So I got to take my big orange glasses off for a second, right? I mean, this one's got me worried. Everybody knows. I mean, we've been talking about this one for too long, and Sven's part of the reason. But it is one I worried about last year. It's one I'm worried 10 times more about this year. Why? Because Say what you want. Tennessee has shown some inconsistency, mainly on the defensive side of the football. And I look at some of the things that Tennessee has done, and I say, you know what? They did well, but they did it at home, right? Their only away game was at a neutral site down in Atlanta, which was, in essence, a home game down there against Syracuse. So this team they haven't been challenged. And one thing I worry about Joey Aguilar is he's thrown some bad balls, man. And yes, he's had some tremendous athleticism from the receivers to make him look like a hero, but you know damn well when you're watching that game that could have went the other way. Well, now they're playing a defense that I don't think is as forgiving, right? And this ain't the same old Mississippi State Bulldogs, brother. This is a football team that has came out of nowhere, in my opinion. I was hoping they'd be 4-0. They're not just 4-0. They deserve every damn win they've got up to this point. Mississippi State is back. And when the thing that I love about this football team is the progress they've made. If they can't get the passing game, well, guess what? The running game's going to hit. And if they can't get them both, the defense is going to clamp down. It's just a total team effort, and I can't believe what Levy has done up there. But, Mike, at the end of the day, this is going to come down to two things, defense and running. And I have to pick which team I think can do that better. And that's why this may surprise you, Mike. I don't think I've ever done this. I got Mississippi State winning the coin toss. And then after that, they're getting their ass kicked by their Tennessee Vols, 38, Mississippi State 27. Get the hell out of here. This ain't no ball game.
I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, but you're 100% right, Shane.
Yeah.
These teams love to run the football. You know, they're billed as high-flying offense, which they have that in there. Mm-hmm. Explosive passing attacks, fantastic receivers. But Mississippi State, they got 3 players with 25 or more rushing attempts. Tennessee's got 3 players with 32 or more rushing attempts. You know, this is so it's not just like one guy either. I mean, they'll run you to death to set you up for the big play. And I think there's a chance, believe it or not, because Sven will agree with me here, Mississippi State probably has a better secondary than Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So I think there's going to be opportunities for Mississippi State to hit Tennessee over the top, miscommunications. Boo Carter, we're still trying to work him in. Where's his head at after the offseason drama? Tennessee's getting a little bit healthy on the defensive side of the football, though. So that could be critical, particularly on the defensive line. Jackson Moe's back. So that should help with defending this Mississippi State rushing attack. How about this? I couldn't believe this when I looked this up, Shane. Mississippi State, they've got Anthony Evans, this emerging receiver.
Yeah.
22 targets this year, 21 catches. I mean, just throw it to him every day of time. They've only not connected one time. So that's a name to know in this matchup. That we all know Brennan, the speedster, fastest man alive, apparently, who smoked Arizona State's ass. Mm-hmm. He's another one to keep your eye on, of course. But do they have an answer for Chris Brazzell? I don't think they do, buddy. So, yeah, Heupel's been known to blow a game or two. I don't know if you blow it against a team that is undefeated, though. It's kind of hard to overlook an undefeated Southeastern Conference team. Mississippi State deserves to be ranked, Shane. They're 4-0. They're going to showcase that on Saturday by pushing Tennessee into the third quarter. Tennessee 38, Mississippi State 28. I think this is a good ball game for quite a while, but I think Tennessee, depth, talent, coaching, I think they pull ahead at the end there. Am I wrong?
No, I totally agree with you. We almost have the same score. So I do
Right.
think, but you know it, and I feel it. And I don't know if it's that battered ball syndrome, but this is the class. This feels like Arkansas last year. I ain't gonna lie. Going into it, you're like, hey, this guy's playing really good. Just like Taylon Green was playing great last year. Well, I'm saying the same thing about Shapen, and I'm seeing flashes of improvement with Mississippi State. They should be a top 25 team. And I don't think after losing this game, they shouldn't be a top 25 team. This is a good football team that's going to beat some SEC opponents. I just pray to God it ain't this weekend.
But it could be.
It could be. It could be.
Joey Aguilar, 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
I think State wins. How about that?
Yeah, that's turnovers. Turnovers, defense and running, though, I think is what it comes down to. So if they can make some big plays on defense and they can keep that running game going, Mississippi State could win it too.
Another one, Shane, that I personally think is a coin toss.
Yeah.
How about you? Auburn at Texas A&M. Shane, the Aggies favored by 6.5 points at home. The over-under's 52.5 total points. 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central on ESPN. Who do you like in the ball game?
Man, I keep saying it, but this could be the game of the week, you know?
Yeah.
My only concern is a little bit of a hangover from that Oklahoma matchup, but you do get a little battle tested when you go into an environment like that and you walk away thinking you should have won the game, right? So I feel like going to College Station is not going to be easy. Those fans are, golly, they're so damn hungry to be good. You know, this is a team that had the bye week, got to rest up. But sometimes I think that causes you to start out a little slow. And it would not surprise me if this game is not tied at half or even Auburn up. It's just at the end of the day, what do I think is going to happen? And I'll be honest with you, man, these receivers and Marcel Reed, I cannot believe he finally figured out how to throw a damn football. It's amazing. But this offense has been playing so well this season. And every week they've had improvement. Maybe arguably the 2 best receivers in the country right now with Super Mario and Casey. I just feel like that secondary of Auburn was tested last week, but they've never faced a test quite like this. And as good as that defense is playing, I feel like they're going to have their hands full. And just as soon as you feel like you got them covered, Marcel Reed's going to pull it and go for 20. So I like A&M, but I don't like them by much here. So give me Texas A&M 31, Auburn 28.
Wow, close one, huh?
Yeah, I do. I do think this is a close football game.
I don't know if you saw this, Shane, about an hour before we hopped on.
Yeah.
Auburn AD John Cohen. Did you see he released a statement?
No. What do you say?
Well, it's a log, but basically, I've met with the SEC and Commissioner Sankey. We remain extremely disappointed because our young men prepared each week to compete at the highest level, and they deserve to have a game officiated at an optimal level. We deserve better, yada, yada, yada. It's damn Thursday. As soon as I saw this, I said, Auburn's losing this damn game because they're still hung up, which I get it. I would have been furious on Sunday. Hell, I think people could tell when we did the show. That was kind of like what I led with.
Yeah.
But you got to move on because this is undefeated A&M that just beat Notre Dame on the road and hasn't – that was the only close game they had all year. And I think Auburn can win this football game, Shane. I really do. I think they got to run the ball. That'll be critical in this football game, and they have run the ball really well this year. They have the number 2 rush defense efficiency in the country. So on paper, Auburn is elite defending the run too. But have they truly been tested with this schedule? I don't know. Baylor, they can't run the ball. Come on, they're a passing team. Oklahoma, basically the same deal. Now, I'll give them credit because they did limit Oklahoma, aside from a couple of John Mateer runs, it felt like. But I think they haven't faced a running game, a running attack with this offensive line with Le'Veon Moss, who's heating up, who kind of really hammered Notre Dame. I think that was critical. I met little, what do they call it here? A plug. I met with Billy Lucci today. We're going to put that episode out tomorrow. But he said, hey, I know A&M not great against the run, but that really started to turn the corner against Notre Dame where they stuffed them on a bunch of third and shorts, fourth downs and things of that nature. And I know Love, he had like 90 yards, but that's pretty damn good when everyone tells you that's the best running back in the country.
Yeah.
And it was good enough to get the win. That's all that really matters. So I think Love is better than any running backs on Auburn's roster. So I think they're going to have success limiting Auburn on the ground. And if they do that, they'll find a way to win this football game. I'm not convinced of it, Shane. I think this is a total coin toss here. But you also said Mario Craver, Casey Concepcion. I don't think Auburn's got an answer for either one.
Yeah.
So give me Auburn to lose. You freeze 2-7 in one-score games. I think this is going to be another one-score game. A&M 30, Auburn 27. It's going to go down to the wire, but I think the 12th man gets it done. And someone in the comments said, well, Texas A&M's cheating. They got 12. Auburn's used to the opponent cheating. You know what?
Yeah. If Auburn does win this game, it's because of this. What would you put in there?
The running game.
Yeah.
Being able to run, take the pressure off Jackson Arnold. And he's a huge component of the running game. His ability to run. He hasn't thrown an interception this season. Of course, he should have had 2 against Oklahoma. But they dropped him. They don't count if you drop them. Right. So he's got to stay mistake-free. He's got to hit Cam Coleman, I think, on at least 2 big plays. One of them's a touchdown. That's a recipe, I think, for Auburn going on the road and beating Texas A&M.
Yeah, I think you hit it there too. A little chemistry there, and it felt like especially him and Cam were getting closer. But even Hugh came out after the game and said if Cam would have had it if he didn't slow down on that one, and if Jackson would hit him on another. So if they can get on the same page, they can be deadly.
Stephen Upson Shane ain't listening to you, Mike. He's reading the comments.
Damn it! How can you tell?
And one other thing, this could be trouble too.
Yeah.
Marcel Reed, he's been great, right?
Yes.
His completion percentage is dead last in the SEC. So he's not been terribly accurate.
Right.
The plays are going to be there, and they have been all year. And he's hit some, he's missed some.
Right.
I could see, maybe there's 4 or 5 huge plays that are on the table that he misses to Craver, that he misses to Concepcion. That if that happens too, A&M could lose. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's perfect. What if Cam gets there to the hotel and there's a blanket and a note? Do we say
that
something?
A&M's going to whoop that ass. All right, another potential toss-up here, Shane. What a game this could be. Fascinated to see who you pick here as LSU, undefeated, goes to Ole Miss. Undefeated versus undefeated in Oxford. Ole Miss favored by 1.5 points. Barely. Basically a toss-up here. 54.5 is the over-under. 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central on ABC. Shane, this rivalry. Who wins it?
Oh, man, I love this game. This game is awesome because of all the shit talking that happens after it. It's like these are 2 coaches. In fact, Lane Kiffin was asked, I think it was yesterday on Pat McAfee, for starters, that's how we found out who the starting quarterback was. And second, he asked him which coach does he like to troll? And he mentioned Jimbo, but we all know damn well it's this man right here, followed by Hugh Freeze, So one of the things that Lane has said, I would say 4 times this week, different sit downs, he has referenced how much money LSU has spent on their secondary, mainly those 3 guys. And I find that interesting, right? That you're so hung up. Now, obviously, Lane Kiffin hates the portal, or he claims he does, and he hates the NIL and blah, 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 and it's not fair, and whatever. But he had an opportunity last year because Coach Kelly did not play that game. Well, now he went out there and said, you know what? We got money. Let's pony up. I got some cash. Let's go build a defense. And every time someone brings up something positive about LSU's defense, Coach Kelly says, whoa, don't forget, I spent a little money on that thing. And I think it was money well spent. Out of all the portal teams that are out there, man, I feel like nobody has hit better on defense than LSU Tigers. And that's why they are going to just keep finding ways to win. It's going to be ugly, and every week we're going to keep counting them out, saying they shouldn't win this week. They shouldn't this week. Coach Kelly's going to have to defend an undefeated season until he gets knocked off, and he does not get knocked off this Saturday, Mike. He goes up there to Oxford. He gets a big win. Give me LSU 28, Ole Miss 24.
Would you change your pick at all if you knew Austin Simmons was 100% the starter?
Yes, because I feel like, and nothing against what's his name, Trinidad. I just feel like he's more of an athlete, and one of the things that stands out for me on this LSU defense is they got two of the most explosive, fastest linebackers in the business, and I feel like containment won't be the issue here, and but if you have Austin, I feel like it's a little more two-dimensional there. So yeah, it does change a little bit.
Yeah. And you talk about that little rivalry, Shane, with Kiffin and Kelly. I don't know if you caught this. It was, I think, on the Monday press conference when someone asked Kiffin, these teams are pretty even and you guys have been battling back and forth. And he says, well, I don't know about that. They've had a lot more draft picks than we have. Kind of insinuating they got better talent, yet we're still winning 50% of the games. You know what I mean? I think it was a little jab. That's how he jabs O'Brien Kelly. So we'll see who gets the jab this weekend. But, what's your confidence in Garrett Nussmeier? Because, again, I'm not sold on the guy just this season. I know he's got all the talent in the world. At times he looks like $1 million, but they're not helping him a ton around him. They can't run the football. Hell, I couldn't believe, you just look at the score. Oh, they destroyed SLU, whatever the hell that is.
Yeah.
They couldn't even run on them for a lot of the game.
Yeah.
How the hell are they going to run in the SEC? I don't think you're just going to click your fingers and it's going to work. If they can't run the ball, can Garrett Nussmeier carry this offense to a win on the road in the Southeastern Conference? I think that's a big question mark.
Yep. I think all the weapons on LSU have just been disappointment. So, including the quarterback. I spent 5 minutes telling you how great their defense is. One thing I didn't mention, anything on offense. And Coach Kelly did come out and say, hey, we got dudes too. We got some of the best. So I feel like it was a challenge last week. We got to see some of that. Are you not expecting any of that to carry over into this matchup?
I think that had more to do with SLU, whoever the hell that is. You know what I mean? Now, Nuss did look much better than he has all year. Yeah. So I think he's getting healthier. So, again, I'm not saying he can't do it. And, hell, I said all week, Shane, if he goes down on the road and beats Oxford or beats Ole Miss in Oxford, I think he vaults himself into that Heisman conversation. I know he was there in the preseason, but I sure as hell don't think he's there right now.
Yeah.
Not after the first couple weeks. Now, what if you're wrong, Shane? What if old Trinidad balls out? Hell, now we got a quarterback competition down here in Oxford. So, this is an interesting matchup. I've also been highly disappointed with Ole Miss defense. I thought they'd be a lot better. I know last year they were kind of gangbusters, and they lost so much talent. I didn't anticipate they would be the same caliber because you simply cannot replace that much high-end talent on the defensive line year in and year out, not in this modern portal NIL era. But I didn't think they'd be this bad. Yeah. So it's who's going to step up more, Shane? Is it the disappointing Ole Miss defense? Is it the disappointing LSU offense? Give me the late trade, baby. They're getting it done. Give me Ole Miss 27, LSU 24. Basically a Honda Morristown, this damn thing, Shane. I don't feel confident about this. Either team could win it. Wouldn't surprise me. I think LSU should win. Mm-hmm. I think Ole Miss does win. How about that?
Is it a factor that Lane Kiffin's daughter came down, stole the playbook, and went back home? Is that a factor? I saw that in the comment section. That's a good point.
I think Kiffin's a better coach than Kelly.
I wouldn't argue that. I mean, I'm not saying that. I feel like deep down inside, and Lane Kiffin saying he loves it in Oxford, and the documentary, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's good stuff. It's great stuff. But I think deep down inside, there's a little bit of I hate when people got something, better. Like I could just think about it as a kid, like his car's faster than mine. His toys prettier than mine. It's just I could sense that with Lane Kiffin. There's a little jealousy with LSU. So anytime he could beat a team like LSU or Alabama or Georgia, something, I feel like it means more to him. So yes, I feel like he'll be completely dialed into this one, and it would not surprise me the least little bit if Ole Miss doesn't win this game.
Yeah, and I also feel like Lane. This game really boils down to Kiffin, offensive mind versus Blake Baker, defensive.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Kiffin will be out to prove, that he's a better coach. These guys got massive egos.
Yeah.
You think the players got egos. These coaches 10 times the ego. I think Kiffin will be out to prove something that he's far more a mastermind, if you will, than old Blake Baker. You know what?
Who would benefit the most from a win here, though? Would it be Lane Kiffin's Ole Miss Rebels? Now we have to recognize them beating a top 5 football team, maybe, because their schedule looks really nice. Or is it bigger for LSU here again, the top 5, undefeated, keeps getting, ridiculed every week in and out. So I mean, who would this win be bigger for?
I think LSU.
Yeah.
Because we're starting to pick apart Clemson, they're garbage.
Yeah.
Florida, DJ gave you that one.
Okay.
We'll figure a way to say this one don't count either. You know what I mean? But I think it's bigger for them. And I think Ole Miss schedule, I get it, at Georgia.
Yeah.
We don't even know if John Mateer is going to be playing in that matchup.
Yeah.
I hope he is, and I kind of expect that he is, because that's a month from now. But let's say he's not. If he's not, they could cruise to the playoff, even losing this one.
Yeah.
And I would spin it and say, well, hell, we didn't even have our quarterback. And now he's back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's bigger. Imagine LSU losing to the backup quarterback with all this money they spent.
Yeah.
Kiffin, that'll be what Kiffin says.
That will be what happened if LSU wins. Be like, well, I mean, they were going against a backup quarterback. So
you bet your ass if Kiffin wins this, he'll say we got 2 quarterbacks better than Garrett Nussmeier.
Oh yeah,
that bastard. All right, game of the week. Yeah, all these are games of the week, Shane. But the night game, Alabama on the road at mighty Georgia, 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central, nationally televised on ABC. Georgia, 3.5-point favorite, over under 52.5 total points. Shane, who do you like in this showdown of Titans?
It's going to be a good one, man. I think every game's going to be great, but this one right here is. I mean, this is one we talked about when we saw the schedule 2 years ago. Like, this is the one that we referenced last year. Like, do you remember Georgia getting beat by Alabama and how it ended? It seems like so long ago, and this is where, all the crazy storylines. This is where the 19 or what is he? Was he 18 at the time? So 17-year-old.
How old he is.
That's when all that started, man. And you better damn believe that there's some personal games for Kirby. And Kirby, he finds ways to win all the time. I mean, he's the best coach in the SEC right now. But there's a few that I feel like mean more to him. In fact, I go back to Coach Rick sitting there and made a reference about the orange sticky notes, and he didn't want that on camera because it's Tennessee and orange. But Kirby says, well, at least it's not crimson, It's not, it's at the forefront of Kirby's mind all the time. This is one that he would absolutely love to destroy. And then you got a Bama team, I'm looking at these guys, week 1, total embarrassment, fire Kalen DeBoer, and then they just fire off week after week, phenomenal games. I feel like Ty is, I don't know what deal he made with the devil, but all of a sudden he is God's gift to quarterbacks, right? And he looks unstoppable coming in this matchup. A matchup that looks a little more favorable now that Georgia got thrown on all over the place there in Knoxville. But at the end of the day, Mike, I've got to pick a winner and I've got to pick a loser. And I think This one's the easiest one for me to pick because Alabama, don't get me wrong, has looked great against Wisconsin and Louisiana nobody. Georgia is battle-tested, ready for them Bammers, and they don't lose at home, baby. Give me Georgia Bulldogs 34. Lock of the week, Alabama 20. Oh, Mike, I am so confident in this game. I can't believe I know why Game Day didn't choose this one because this one's going to be over. And if Alabama finds a way to win this thing, Mike, here's the bet of the week. I'll come in here with painted nails and a stuffed animal, and I'll be the first one to tell you I was wrong. It ain't happening.
Buddy, all right. Well, latest injury update, Shane. Georgia offensive lineman Ernest Green not expected to play.
Yeah.
I wonder if that changes anything. Bama, now this is already kind of known. I think we already hit on this, but Bama's getting their starting running back, Jam Miller, back. Bama's getting back Tim Keenan, their leader on the defensive line. So that's big for the Crimson Tide. Man, you know, you're looking at these games. I can't believe it, Shane. I thought this was a mistake. I had to double, triple check here.
Yeah.
Alabama and Georgia are averaging 1.3 sacks per game. That's not total. That's the average.
Yeah.
That's 106th in the country. Can you ever remember a time Georgia under Kirby Smart and Alabama under Nick Saban, now DeBoering, that they didn't have good defense? And again, maybe, sacks is not the end-all, be-all, but 106th in the country, that's pitiful. And they're both doing it. So I don't know. That's pretty weird to me. That just kind of blew my mind. You referenced this already, but Alabama, I mean, they are fantastic. They're top 10 pass offense efficiency. Georgia's 97 pass defense efficiency. Here's another key to the game, Shane.
Yeah.
Alabama, explosive plays allowed on defense are number 3 in the country. Georgia, explosive plays on offense, 101 in the country. So what does that tell you, Shane? That tells you Alabama's not getting beat with big plays. And Georgia, up to this point, I know they played Tennessee, but the other ones have been a joke. They are not creating explosive plays. So what does that tell me? That tells me that Georgia, if they're going to score against Alabama, they're going to have to do these 9-play, 80-yard drives or 75-yard drives. They're going to have to go the length of the field. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I like that, Shane.
Yeah.
Can Alabama run on Georgia? I think that'll be critical in this matchup. Let me ask you, who do you trust more in this big time? I think you already answered it, but Ty Simpson or Gunnar Stockton? Who do you trust more in this spot?
Gunnar. Going on the road in Neyland and winning that game, that fourth down alone is what gave me the trust.
I'm glad you said that, Shane. I'm glad you said that. Because also I've been thinking about this all week, Shane.
Yeah.
We all been marvel. Oh man, look at Gunnar. Look at Gunnar. He might be the best damn quarterback. I've heard Stetson Bennett 2.0. He might be the best damn dog there ever was. You know what?
Yeah.
But then you know what I did?
What?
I looked at this schedule and I said, UAB's passing on them. Syracuse passing on them. Maybe Tennessee's defense just sucks, particularly in the secondary. Maybe that's an option too, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm leaning. So I don't know. Gunner's he's got one more. He's got to prove it to me. I think Alabama's got a significantly better defense than Tennessee, particularly in the secondary. I tried to warn you, Shane. I tried, and you just never listen. You never listen to good advice, right?
Yeah.
Georgia always beats Tennessee.
Yes.
Always. What happened? Georgia beat them. Well, Alabama always beats Georgia. And you don't listen. And you still pick Georgia. Come on, Shane. Give me Kalen DeBoring. Big game DeBoer. They're winning. Alabama wins on the road in Athens. 35-31. Georgia goes down to Alabama yet again. Kirby Smart 1-7 now against Alabama come Sunday when he loses to Kalen DeBoring. I call him Big. We're going to have to start calling him Big Game DeBoring after this one, buddy.
Big D.
Big D. It's the only games he gets up for is the big ones. So give me Alabama, Shane. I think they shocked the world.
Oh, Steven wants to know, can we be bought?
Don't even need it, but we do appreciate it.
I do. That's bold, man, because I feel like it's an emotional pick that you're basing it off 2 games. And yes, they look tremendous and a lot better than they did against Florida State week 1. But how bad did they look against arguably the closest talented team to them that they've had on their schedule so far? I can't say that about Georgia. You know, I feel like that Tennessee matchup was a good temperature gauge. And the fact you were able to go up there and get that win. And this isn't an Alabama team you're going to overlook. This is an Alabama team you want to suffocate. You want to,
yeah, but you said it yourself, Shane. Georgia didn't win that damn game. Tennessee lost it. And then you can't just turn around and be like, them dogs is hell. You know, we all know Tennessee blew that one. And that same damn thing will happen in this one. Georgia will have a lead and they'll blow it because that's what they always do against Bama. They always blow it. And then we'll be sitting here on Sunday be like, you know what? Bama didn't win it. The dogs gave it to them. That's why I got the fingernails and the stuffed animal because Georgia blew this damn game. You know what?
Man, I hope there's more spiders in there, Mike.
That's what someone said in the comments. I hope, here it is, Garrett. I hope that spider comes back and bites you. All right. Hey, I want to shout out Cousin Benny, Shane.
Yeah.
Here's his picks. Cousin Benny, he's got,
Ooh,
are you seeing it? I can't see it. Cousin, dang it, it's not showing up on my screen.
He's got Georgia 42, Alabama 41, Ole Miss 35, LSU 24, big upset. Auburn 27, A&M 21. Come on,
and he calls them Texas 8-4. He refuses to call them A&M.
Oh man, I hope this is right. Maybe I can make some space up here with the cousins. Tennessee 36, Mississippi State 17. Nailed that one. Notre Dame 38, Arkansas 24, South Carolina 28, Kentucky 23. Close game. Mizzou 65, barely getting out alive against UMass 3. Vanderbilt 66, and Utah State 13. Come on now, Ags, double up, kittens. Here's I want to go up here. Another comment. I'm not skipping you, but I'm going up here to the top, Mike. We missed this one earlier. Well, that's not the one, but thank you, cuz, for that donation there. There was one asking about a watch party. Oh, here it is. Watch party. I don't know if Mike, because there's multiple games on, it will not be the 3:30 slot this time. I'm going to be watching the Alabama Georgia game though. So got a lot riding on that one. You know, I got to buy fingernail polish. I got to find a good stuffed animal around here. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. And don't forget tomorrow, SEC Hangover 7:30. But Mike,
it'll be interesting, Shane, because I feel like those dogs, I think you won them back already, but them dogs was turning on you during the Tennessee-Georgia game because they couldn't handle your Tennessee-dom. Now you're going to be rooting for Georgia against Bama. I think that's what I'm saying. You're going to win them all back.
It's not about that, Mike. It's about confident picks. I'm a competitor, and I hate losing. And my locks have been solid, brother. And I mean, I got the Grim Reaper photo here with the nail polish. You know, I thought that was kind of cool. But to be honest with you, I hope that it does not come down to that. So,
what are your predicted storylines if the games play out as you suggest?
Yeah, great one. Storylines, I feel like the biggest one will be the Alabama-Georgia matchup because I do think Georgia beats them bad. And then we ramp up that hot seat again with Kalen DeBoer because there's going to be maybe some embarrassing calls or some play calling that we're kind of wondering why did we had 2 weeks off to prepare for this, you know? And then the other storyline I probably would say maybe LSU. I've got LSU winning on the road, you know, and maybe gain a little respect, and which ultimately that's what Brian Kelly's looking for, but more importantly, that's what LSU Tigers are looking for. They want to let everyone know that this is a college football playoff team. We said that after the Clemson game, and we've just been nitpicking since. And there's been an asterisk by every football game they've won. And I feel like going to Oxford, beating Lane Kiffin would bode well for the fans.
Hey, shout out Cousin Benny. He's our celebrity cousin picker.
Yeah.
When he sent his picks, he didn't even send Arkansas. And I messaged him back. I said, hey, buddy, you left off Arkansas. He said, I didn't realize they still had a football team. So,
oh, shit.
Yeah, he wanted me to share that. But, well, yeah, I think you got it completely wrong. But I do appreciate your storyline, Shane. I think the storyline is going to, because, again, Alabama's beating Georgia.
Uh-huh.
I think that's going to be great for the SEC because what have we been sitting here saying, Shane? This SEC is so unpredictable. Anybody can beat anybody. You know, we are looking at it today as Georgia as the team to beat in the conference because they went on the road and beat Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
Who's the team to beat if Alabama beats Georgia? Is there a team to beat? I think it's totally up in the air if that happens.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be the biggest storyline.
Well, it could be Shane dies after trying to walk 2 miles because Vanderbilt won the football game.
Won't that make things more interesting, though? I think if Georgia goes down.
Well, I mean, you talk about parity in this league, Mike,
right.
And we're sitting there saying, you know, if you're not 10-2, you're not going to the college football playoffs. There's going to be 9-3 teams that deserve a spot in those playoffs, and I feel like it may get forced. You know, I think we're all waiting until we go to 9, but brother, I just joked about Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Vanderbilt, the team that everyone has just put in as an automatic win, is no longer Mississippi State, a doormat last year, right?
Right.
Is an 8.5 point underdog against a team that was not only in the college football playoffs, but barely lost to top 5 Georgia. You know, it took a miracle on a 4th down. But you know what? Mississippi State's just a score underdog. That's just showing you how close this league's getting. And so would it blow my mind if Alabama beats Georgia? No. Would it blow my mind if Ole Miss beats LSU? Absolutely. Auburn goes to Texas A&M and gets a win. It does not. That's just where we're at. And I hope Arkansas gets a win, even though I picked Notre Dame.
Right.
I think that would also look good. And just showed the country that the Southeastern Conference is a lot better than it was this time last year.
Yeah, and final question, and let's not put this on the bottom 2 games just because they're non-conference.
Right.
What game are you most confident in your prediction? What are you least confident in of the top 6 here?
The top 6 is the Notre Dame, Arkansas. I'm least confident in. And then the most confident, I am really none of them. But if I'm being honest, if I had to pick one, I'm most confident in, it's South Carolina, Kentucky.
Oh, interesting. That's almost my least confident because
Really?
I'm worried that Carolina is about to implode. I don't think they are, but that's there. For me, I'll go least confident LSU Ole Miss because I think that's a true toss-up.
Yeah.
And I think most confident, and I'm not very confident, Tennessee, Mississippi State.
Oh, jeez.
Which means Mississippi State's going to win it.
Yeah. I like the way you think. I mean, that's the beauty of this one, man. I keep saying, oh, this week's going to be awesome. This week, no, bullshit. This is Separation Saturday, man. This is where some fans take some hits. You know what I'm saying? I just hope it ain't my balls. You know?
Yeah, all right. So, hey, Shane, we're about to wrap this up.
Yep.
Just a reminder to the cousins. So I got a Feinbaum interview about to post. I wanted to I didn't want to ruin the pick show. But so that's going to be posted. We got the Shane Morning Hangover Show.
Yep.
And then we'll have multiple interviews. Billy Lucci, man, did he troll Texas and Missouri, LSU, damn near the whole SEC. Shout out Billy Lucci. And then Zach Goodall covers Florida. He went in on Billy Napier, DJ Lagway. You ain't going to want to miss it. He says Billy Napier's already gone, basically, but I don't think that's anything you don't know, but it's pretty wild to hear that from someone that covers the football team. But anything else, buddy, before we hop off?
Yeah, JP, the legend, coming through with today's shout-outs, and they're going to go to Cousin Spencer, Jr., Texas Traveler, Cousin JR, Dakota, Austin Wayne, Stephen Up, Kyle Bennett, JD and Courtney Miller, and Marcus. Thank you all for being today's Tennessee legends. Or just legends, sorry. You're all legends. You can be a Tennessee legend.
Go Black Widows.
Oh, the poor Spiders. Oh, Wilbur. That's what we should go as. Charlotte's Web.
All right, buddy. We appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll catch you on the next one.
All right, see you guys. Go Vols.
Hey, buddy, this beer's for you, Mike, and Cousin Shane. That SEC podcast loves the Pirate, and the Pirate loves that SEC podcast.